Hey there, welcome to Out of the Dust Pottery. Welcome to my studio. This is my wheel that I make all my stuff on. Today I wanted to show you proper care and maintenance of our little oil lamps. So the first thing I want to show you is how to reset the wick. So it will come adjusted to about where you want it to be, but if it burns all the way down, if it burns dry, then the cotton, let's see if I can get to focus, there we go, the cotton will actually burn away and there won't be enough there to light it. So if that happens, simply take the wick and pull it out like that, and there is a piece of wire attached to the loop end of the wick, which you can then feed through the hole in the stopper from the top and pull your wick out. You might need to grab a pair of pliers to grip this tight enough, depending on your hand strength, etc. And then you're going to want to kind of pull the two sides independently till they're the same length, then pull it out, and then to get fine adjustment, you just pinch like this, and it'll move real slowly like that. So we're going to adjust this, and we're going for about 2 to 3 millimeters. So about like that. It's hard to do this and look where the camera's pointed. Now, if you get it down and it is a little off like that, you can take a pair of scissors and trim it even, although it's not really a big deal. This will probably work just fine. So then let's talk about oil. You're going to want to make sure that you use lamp oil. So this is like a kerosene type lamp oil. They sell it at Walmart and pretty much anywhere else. You can't, if you use like a vegetable oil or something, it will have a tendency to kind of gum up on the wick, and it won't burn right, and it'll create all sorts of mess. So don't experiment with different oils. Don't try to burn alcohol or anything like that. Just stick with the regular lamp oil. So to fill this, a couple different tricks you could use. You could get a small funnel. Most funnels at the store aren't going to be small enough, because that's typically about a 1/4 inch diameter. So a funnel may be hard to work with. You could use a baby syringe, a baby bulb syringe like this. I use this for slip trailing. So I'm not going to use this for the oil because I don't want to get slip in my oil. But you could use one of these. But the trick I want to show you is my preferred method, and that is to use a toothpick. So I'm going to move closer to the camera and show you how this works. So first thing you're going to do is put the toothpick over the mouth of the jug like that. And this will work a little easier if you've got the smaller jug. I've got big enough hands so I can do it with the big jug, but if you have, you can also set the oil lamp on the table and use 2 hands if you have to. So then we're gonna basically put the toothpick down into the oil lamp, and we're gonna just dribble the oil down the toothpick into the oil lamp. And we overfilled it a little bit, so we can just pour back the excess. Okay, and don't worry too much about overfilling it, as long as it's not pouring over the side. You just need to make sure that there's room in there for the wick to displace some oil on its way in so that it won't overflow. Next thing to show you is, depending on the shape of the oil lamp, it might be important to make sure that you put the wire in this way so that the bottom of the wick is actually at the bottom of the oil lamp. And then just stick it in, and there you go. The first time you fill it up, you're going to want to let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes for the oil to soak into the wick. But since this one, I've been doing multiple takes here, so this one's already got some oil on it. And then it's ready to go. And it will typically light right up like that. And these will burn anywhere from a couple hours to a couple days, depending on the size. So I put an burn time estimate on the Etsy listing, and that should be accurate for a flame about that big. So this is, I don't know how to best represent this on camera, but that's, you know, about the size flame of a typical candle. So and that so obviously if you set the wick longer, it'll burn brighter, but it'll also burn faster. And if you set it lower, then obviously it will not burn as bright, but it'll burn longer. So you have control over that. And so yeah, I thank you for your time, and and assuming that that's why you're watching the video, thank you for your purchase, and I hope that you enjoy your oil lamp. Bye.